For almost every living organism on Earth, a forest fire is the ultimate symbol of apocalyptic destruction. A raging, unstoppable wall of heat and ash that triggers an immediate, instinctual flight for survival. As the flames consume the canopy, birds take flight, predators sprint through the undergrowth, and a deep, terrified silence falls over the doomed ecosystem. Yet hovering just outside the perimeter of the inferno, a small, obsidian predator prepares to fly directly into the path of destruction. This is the Melanophila beetle, a pyrophilic creature whose very survival is bound natively to the destructive power of fire. We are exploiting the unique biology of this fire-chasing insect to decode how it detects infrared radiation from distant forest fires miles over the horizon. To understand the beetle's obsession with fire, we must first look at the brutal evolutionary calculation behind its reproductive cycle. Ordinary trees possess powerful chemical defenses, secreting toxic sticky resins and defensive compounds that easily trap and kill wood-boring insect larvae. But a freshly burned tree is a defenseless sanctuary. The fire completely neutralizes its immune system, leaving the wood soft, sterile, and perfectly safe for vulnerable eggs. Furthermore, the intense heat drives away all competing predators and parasitic wasps, ensuring the beetle's larvae can grow without threat of being eaten. This creates an intense evolutionary race. The beetles must arrive at the burn site while the wood is still hot, beating out every other competitor. To win this race, the Melanophila beetle has evolved an unearthly sensory apparatus far more sensitive than the most advanced modern military technology. Tucked cleanly inside its thorax, right next to its middle legs, lie two highly specialized structures known as pit organs. These pits are lined with dozens of microscopic, domed structures that act as dedicated biological infrared receptors. Unlike our eyes, which detect visible light wavelengths, these pit organs are calibrated to capture long-wave infrared radiation, the exact thermal signature emitted by raging wood fires. The sensitivity of these organs defies modern engineering. A fire beetle can register an infrared heat source from up to 80 miles away while flying through high winds. For decades, human scientists struggled to understand how a cold-blooded insect could process such a faint thermal signal without its own body temperature distorting the data. Modern human thermal sensors rely on electronic photon detectors, which must be artificially cooled to cryogenic temperatures using liquid nitrogen to function accurately. If the sensor isn't frozen, its own internal heat creates background electrical noise that completely drowns out the incoming signal. But the fire beetle functions flawlessly at room temperature, completely bypassing the need for a cooling system through an ingenious mechanical loophole. When we analyze the internal mechanics of these pit organs, we discover a brilliant sequence of biological engineering. They convert thermal energy into mechanical pressure. Each tiny dome inside the pit organ contains a hollow cuticle shell filled with a highly specialized thermal expandable liquid matrix. When an infrared photon hits the dome, the liquid matrix instantly absorbs the specific wavelength, causing the fluid to violently expand in volume. This expansion creates a sudden spike in internal hydrostatic pressure, squeezing the chamber like an inflating balloon trapped inside a hard shell. Sitting directly at the base of this fluid chamber is an incredibly sensitive mechanoreceptor, a nerve ending designed to measure physical pressure changes. The physical pressure of the expanding fluid bends the nerve ending, instantly triggering a massive electrical spike that shoots straight to the beetle's brain. By transforming a thermal problem into a mechanical pressure solution, the beetle completely avoids the noise limitations that cripple human electronics. This photomechanical conversion is nearly instantaneous, allowing the beetle to adjust its flight path mid-air based on the shifting intensity of the heat wave. As the beetle draws closer to the burn site, its secondary sensory systems engage, locking onto the chemistry of the smoke plumes. Their antennae are equipped with hypersensitive olfactory receptors calibrated to detect chemical compounds like guaiacol, which are released exclusively when wood burns. This combination of long-range infrared targeting and short-range chemical conformation creates an inescapable homing system for charred ecosystems. When the pyrophilic predators finally land amidst the smoldering ruins, they face a dangerous, high-temperature environment that would cook any ordinary insect. To withstand the extreme heat of the charred wood, their shell is coated in specialized wax layers that provide thermal insulation and prevent moisture loss. They navigate the ash fields with ease, searching for mates who have followed the exact same thermal beacon from all directions. Once mating is complete, the female deposits her eggs deep inside the fissures of the scorched bark, safely insulated from any residual heat deep inside the tree core. Today, human aerospace engineers are studying the Melanophila beetle's photomechanical loop to revolutionize our own technology. By mimicking the beetle's fluid-filled pressure chambers, researchers are attempting to build room-temperature infrared cameras for satellites and firefighting gear. These biomimetic sensors could soon allow autonomous drones to spot early-stage forest fires from orbit before they grow into uncontrollable disasters. It is a profound irony of evolution that an insect completely dependent on forest destruction holds the secret to protecting our planet from catastrophic wildfires. Nature does not waste energy. Every extreme adaptation is a precise response to a brutal ecological challenge written over millions of years. The fire-chasing beetle proves that even in the heart of the most terrifying destruction, life finds a way to build a masterpiece of engineering, navigating the flames to secure its future.